watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Okay, now blow.
Okay, sorry.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Manny Pacquiao, he takes some shots at Floyd Mayweather on his Twitter account, which makes it official that there will be no rematch between the two. And I say that because we kept hearing talks that they were in negotiations, which led people to believe that maybe they were going to actually fight. But that seems to not be the case because Manny Pacquiao has gotten more and more desperate to call out Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao, he went on his Twitter and he was doing a little light training with his friend, some Chinese billionaire named Jack Ma, and he yells out to Floyd Mayweather, "Come fight me if you want a real fight. But if you want another exhibition, you can fight my friend right here." You know, I told you guys right after Manny Pacquiao lost to Floyd Mayweather, he was always going to be chasing that loss for the rest of his career because nothing hurts Manny Pacquiao more than to know that he lost the most important fight of his career. That fight was considered the fight of the century. There was a tremendous amount of pressure on Manny Pacquiao to win this fight by the fans and the whole boxing world. And Manny Pacquiao, he feels he let them all down. Not only did he let them down, but he finished second. And unfortunately for him, because this is not track and field, when you finish in second, you finish in last. And I know once again, when I speak this truth, these racist ass Manny Pacquiao fans, it hurts their feelings so much. But you guys have to understand something. On this channel, it's about speaking the truth. It's about the facts. It's about exposing the double standards that exist. It's not about just saying things to make a Manny Pacquiao fan feel better. I mean, because when you go see your doctor, he's never going to just lie about your results and tell you what you want to hear to make you feel better. No. He's going to tell you the truth regardless if it's good news or bad news, right? And the truth is, now Floyd Mayweather is retired. He hasn't fought in years. Manny Pacquiao is an active fighter. He's ranked top 3, one of the best welterweights in the world right now. And Manny, he missed out on an opportunity of getting a rematch to fight Floyd Mayweather by being a poor sport and trying to take credit away from Floyd Mayweather, using excuses for why he lost. You know, it's really odd when you think about it because Manny Pacquiao, he has this type of peaceful, nice, humble personality. You would think a person like that would be the most humble in defeat. Like Keith Thurman, for example. Keith Thurman doesn't have that super peaceful, humble personality, but when Keith Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, he actually had a legitimate excuse, and never did he take away from Manny Pacquiao's win and say, you know, I lost because of this, or he didn't even bring up the fact that Manny Pacquiao did not even subject himself to Olympic-style drug testing, VADA testing. He didn't even mention that. He could have easily said that. He could have just at least said, you know what, I made a mistake. I underestimated Manny Pacquiao when I said to the fans, he can take whatever he wants to take. He's still not going to beat me. That was the mistake I made. Keith didn't say any of that. He gave Manny Pacquiao full credit. I mean, just the other day, Regis Prograis, he lost to Josh Taylor in a great fight. And the reporter, as they always do, they try to get them, or they ask them, you know, how did you score the fight? Do you think you won the fight? And he didn't even say that because, of course, a lot of fighters are going to say that by default. By nature, they're going to say, oh, yeah, I thought I won the fight. Even if they know they lost damn near every round, they're going to almost always say that if you ask them the question. But Regis Prograis, he refused to do it. He gave this man, Josh Taylor, all the credit in the world. And I'm surprised that Manny Pacquiao did not do the same thing with Floyd Mayweather. And this is the reason why Manny Pacquiao did not get the rematch. I told you guys, Floyd Mayweather, he was already telling everybody we could do it again. He said it right after the fight. He said we can do an immediate rematch. It wasn't until Floyd Mayweather heard Manny Pacquiao making excuses, that's when he said, okay, you're going to be disrespectful like that, I'm not going to give you a rematch. And we already know when it comes to the shoulder injury, Manny Pacquiao, he changed his story so many times, people didn't even take that seriously. Once again, I already talked too much about that in other previous videos. But the bottom line is, the reason why Manny Pacquiao had no choice but to use an excuse, it goes back to that enormous amount of pressure I told you that was put on him. Manny Pacquiao, he understood what was at stake. He had to win this fight. They thought, fans looked at Manny Pacquiao as the savior to beat this black bastard they hated so much. Hopefully Manny Pacquiao could be the man to beat him. And when he fell short, that just ripped the heart out of all the boxing fans that were rooting against Floyd Mayweather. Because that's something else you guys have to understand too. It's not so much of rooting for Manny Pacquiao, but rooting against Floyd Mayweather. That's why you have to read between the lines. You have to be able to decode everything that these fans and boxing writers say. When people say the fight didn't live up to expectations, that means the wrong guy won. Because the expectations for the majority of these fans, in a perfect world, is Manny Pacquiao's hand would be raised. You see? Once again, it doesn't matter how much excitement is in a fight if Manny Pacquiao's hand is raised. Do you really think someone is going to say, yeah, Manny, he won the fight, but that fight didn't live up to expectations. It was boring. Because all these fans want to see at the end of the day is Floyd Mayweather's face expression when he gets his first loss. And they don't care what it takes to see that. They don't care how exciting the fight is. They just want to see him lose. I've heard so many fans say this to me. I just want to see him lose. I just want to see him lose. You see, they don't care about an exciting fight. They don't care about that. They just want to see him lose. And to further prove my point that they don't care about excitement and, living up to expectations, when it comes to Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, he wasn't in there trying to knock Deontay Wilder's head off. He was trying to box. You notice you never hear any of these non-black fans say, oh yeah, but that fight didn't live up to expectations because Tyson Fury, he was just trying to box. It was only Deontay Wilder that was trying to knock him out. I don't like this Tyson Fury guy because he's boring. All he wants to do is just box. They didn't say that. After that performance, all of these non-black fans, they became Tyson Fury's biggest fans. Why? Because they believe he beat Deontay Wilder. They don't care how you get to the finish line, as long as you get to the finish line first. I always tell you guys, another perfect analogy is when you watch soccer. Sometimes you watching soccer and sometimes it could be a whole hour or two before one of the teams score. But as soon as they score one goal, the crowd goes crazy, right? It's the same thing in boxing. It's about the results. It ain't so much about, how you get the results. It's about the results. And if the results are not what you want, then the fight doesn't live up to expectations. So the bad news for Manny Pacquiao is he lost the most important fight of his career, and that's going to haunt him for the rest of his life. On top of that, he cannot get the rematch. But the good news for him is he's 40 years old and he's beating young champions. And believe it or not, Manny Pacquiao is a serious contender against any of those champions. I'm talking about Errol Spence. I won't even mention Crawford because Manny Pacquiao has made it clear he doesn't want to fight Crawford. But I think he is dangerous. He's a threat to Errol Spence, to any of the top welterweights. Sean Porter, the Danny Garcia. So, that's the good thing he has going for himself, is he's trying to make up for losing the most significant fight of his career. And even though you can't make it up, but you can make yourself look better. You can make yourself look better in the history books. Once again, I told you guys a long time ago that Manny Pacquiao may try to pull a Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran did not want to be remembered by quitting to Sugar Ray Leonard. Everyone turned on him. It was a bad time for Roberto Duran. So what Roberto Duran did, since he couldn't beat Sugar Ray Leonard, he started to go after some of the other young lions, fighters that he was expected to lose to, pulled off the upset and beat them. And just like that, he gained almost all of the respect back that he lost when he lost to Sugar Ray Leonard. So with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.